welcome one, welcome all to the Artist Olympics, the world's first and only competitive art show. I am your host, Michael Can't Draw, or Michael Isn't Funny, or just Michael if you prefer, and this is the Artist Olympics. If you are unfamiliar with the rules of the Artist Olympics, they go a little bit like this. There are a set number of contestants, and each contestant will be given a prompt or a theme to base that week's art off of. Yes, they will get a week to complete their art piece. That art piece will then be taken and shown on this channel with a little bit of insight from then what they were thinking as they were making the piece, and like updates from time to time. So yeah, now this is the fun part. This is where you guys come in. You will get to vote on which artist does not get to advance into the next round until we eventually have one ruling Artist Olympic champion. And that is going to be how each season works. This is season 1, episode 1 of the Artist Olympics, the one and only competitive art show. And let's get into it. I will introduce our contestants, starting with Braden's Nintendo channel. Braden is a young artist, and he has entered this competition with one goal in mind, and that is to get his stuff out there, show you guys what he can do. Now, Braden has been going at this YouTube game for almost 6 years, I believe, which is much longer than pretty much anyone else on this list. Braden's Nintendo channel is clearly a Nintendo channel. However, from time to time, he will show off his art, and you can see the progression and how he gets better and better at art. Now, his favorite kind of art is pixel art, which you will see in his piece later on today. On to our next contestant, Card Kitty or Mac. Mac has been doing YouTube for a couple years now and has over 600 YouTube subscribers, which is a ridiculous number. That is my subscriber count times 3. Seriously though, Mac does deserve every single subscriber. Her art is some of the greatest ever seen, and one day I truly believe that it will appear in museums right next to Picasso. If you are familiar with this YouTube channel, you probably have heard of Tay Animations before. Tay Animations is indeed our next contestant and has done a pretty great job. Tay Animations, if you are unfamiliar with her, has over 300 YouTube subscribers and makes storytime animations almost every other week, which is really crazy because animation takes an incredibly long time. I'm sure all of you fellow artists know that. Moving on to our next contestant, who is also a storytime animator. The dude draws. He's managed to entertain tons of people with his hilarious stories about getting stuck in a laundry hamper. Our next contestant is yet again an aspiring storytime animator. He currently just posts a lot of speed draws onto his YouTube channel. I am, of course, talking about It's Just Devin. Now, It's Just Devin is a pretty dang good artist, and if you are not subscribed to his YouTube channel, link in the description. What are you doing with your life? Misty Drawings is another really good YouTuber who specializes in drawing bunnies, which sounds kind of odd, but she's really good at it. Again, link in the description if you are not subscribed to Misty Drawings. Misty Drawings has tons of YouTube subscribers already, and that is based purely on her animation and art skill. Our next contestant goes by the name of Birdie on Discord. Now, I don't actually know much about their YouTube channel or if they even have one, but I can tell you that this is one skilled artist. Again, no one really knows where this next contestant comes from either. Cyberfusion seems to just have come out of midair. I don't really know where he came from, but again, very good artist. Had a very interesting mashup of a Google image and a hand-drawn image, which was pretty impressive and pretty honestly well executed. I will show you guys that in a minute, but now it is time to introduce this week's theme. If any of you are familiar with the video game series entitled Animal Crossing, you will know they have a very distinct style. However, when that style is implemented into other games or attempted to be replicated, it's really terrifying. It's terrifying. So I challenged all of these people to draw something in the Animal Crossing style, and you will see the contestants' updates and entries in 3, 2, 1. This first entry is by the Dude Draws, and although from these early sketches that I'm showing on screen right now, you might not be able to tell exactly who this is, but then you get to this sketch and it's a little bit more obvious, and then you get to the final sketch and you can very clearly see that this is our president, Donald Trump. Donald Trump as, I guess the mayor of Animal Crossing here. He didn't really explain why he chose Donald Trump. I mean, why not, you know? I guess that's really, that's the reason for a lot of these. Moving on to our next contestant, Card Kitty. Now, if you are familiar with this channel from the very beginning, it's kind of obvious who this is. This is actually, as you can see the sketches evolving here, this is actually one of my original characters, Lion Boy. And, I really like this one. I mean, maybe it's probably just because I'm a little bit narcissistic, but like, I really like this one. This is Lion Boy. If you guys are not familiar with Lion Boy, he's been in a bunch of videos prior. Go check out some of them. My favorite one that I've made, and probably the best video on this channel so far, is the Lion Boy interview. So, shameless plug right there. Thank you, Card Kitty, for that. Next, we have Braden's Nintendo channel, who started with this drawing, but then decided that this one that I'm showing on screen to you right now, it just, it wasn't showing his true abilities. So he decided to take kind of a odd but original approach to it, and he chose to do pixel art, which works perfectly considering this is a video game, and he drew himself in the Animal Crossing style as pixel art. Kind of hard to explain, but let me just show it to you. It works really, really well. We're now on to our first kind of terrifying drawing. This is a combination of Tay Animations OC and Isabelle. Wow. That's a little, I mean, it's well done. It's well executed. Like, the lines are very clean, but wow, that's scary. That is really scary. Speaking of scary, happy Spooktober, and to get into the mood, exactly 1 year ago this month, Venom with Tom Hardy came out. Now, I have yet to see this movie. I heard that it got meh reviews. Here is a Venom Isabelle mashup, which is kind of well done. I mean, he drew the Venom part and kind of like put a image of Isabelle in there, but it kind of flows pretty well together, surprisingly. I didn't expect that to really pan out. Here are some of the update images, like how he was going about this. Now, this one must have been pretty easy for Misty Drawings, because Misty, like I said before, is an expert at drawing bunnies, and, you know, Animal Crossing has an animal in the title, so here is an Animal Crossing bunny villager designed by Misty Drawings. Sticking with the animal specialist here is Birdie's entry of a duck villager, originally designed by, you know, like, these two aren't in the game, it's just originally designed by both of them, and it's kind of like, you can almost see these two just being in Animal Crossing. That's how well done this is. And our final artist to show off today is It's Just Devin with his OC in the Animal Crossing style. Now, this one is done on pencil and paper, and I believe it is the only one here done on pencil and paper. However, it looks really good, and it looks almost like it just leapt from the screen of Animal Crossing right onto the page. So very well done to you. Very well done to all of the artists that were involved here today. Thank you all so much for watching, and do not forget, there is a poll right here or right here, I can't remember, in the iCard that will get you to vote who does not advance into the next round. I will see you guys next week for episode 2 and our second challenge of the Artist Olympics, the only competitive art show. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen, and remember, believe to achieve.